You know ginger, right? That spicy kick you get in your favorite stir fry or maybe a holiday cookie. But what if I told you that humble looking root is also one of nature's most powerful medicines? Today, we're going to look beyond the spice rack and really dig into how ginger can be a total game changer for your health and your cooking. So let's dive in.
I mean, this really says it all, doesn't it? We are not talking about some new, trendy superfood here. Ginger has a legacy that goes back thousands of years, from ancient Ayurvedic traditions to Chinese medicine. And the amazing part is that modern science is now actually confirming all the incredible wisdom these cultures knew all along.
And that's the big question we're tackling today, isn't it? How can this one knobby little root do so much? We're going to connect the dots for you, from its powerful health properties to its absolute magic in the kitchen, and give you some super practical ways to start using it every single day. All right, first things first, let's talk science. What is actually going on inside this root that makes it so special? We're going to take a look at the specific compounds that give ginger its, superfood reputation. See, this isn't just some old wives' tale, it's straight up chemistry. The magic is all in these bioactive compounds. Now, gingerol is the big star in fresh ginger. But get this, when you dry it, a little chemical reaction happens, and some of that gingerol turns into shogaol, which is even more potent. That's why both fresh and dried ginger have that signature spicy kick and pack a serious health punch. And this is where all that good stuff really starts to shine in our bodies. That anti-inflammatory power, it's not just for sore muscles. We're talking about fighting that low-grade chronic inflammation that's linked to so many health problems. And when you feel that first tickle of a cold coming on, its antibacterial and antiviral properties can give your immune system a much-needed boost. It's like a wellness multi-tool. And this right here is the absolute easiest way to get all those benefits. This simple tea is just so effective. Here's a little pro tip for you. Cover your cup while it's steeping. That keeps all those amazing, fragrant oils right where you want them, in your tea, not just floating off into the air. And get this, here's a really cool practical tip. If you're trying to cut back on sweets, having a cup or two of ginger tea throughout the day can actually help curb those sugar cravings. It's such a simple habit, but it supports your wellness goals in more ways than you'd think. Okay, so we've established it's a health superstar, but let's be real. What makes it so darn delicious? Let's shift gears from the medicine cabinet to the pantry and explore how ginger's unique flavor makes it a total powerhouse in the kitchen. You know, it actually matters which kind of ginger you use. Fresh ginger gives you that bright, zesty, almost citrusy pop of flavor. It's perfect for lifting up savory dishes like stir-fries and curries. Powdered ginger, on the other hand, brings a more intense, deep, earthy heat. That's why it's the star in things like gingerbread or spice rubs. Now, ginger doesn't fly solo, it's a total team player. And its partnership with soy sauce, it's absolutely legendary. That fresh, sharp heat from the ginger just perfectly cuts through the deep, salty umami of the soy sauce. It creates this amazing, balanced flavor that is literally the foundation of so much incredible Asian cuisine. And that, right there, is the absolute magic of ginger's flavor. It is not a one-trick pony. It can bring this incredible warmth and depth to a savory curry, but it can also be that signature spicy sweet kick in a batch of gingerbread cookies. I mean, its versatility is just unmatched. Okay, this is my favorite part. This is where we get super practical. We've talked about the why and the what. Now it's time for the how. Here are some simple, totally doable tips to make ginger a regular part of your routine.
Okay, if you take away just one kitchen hack from this, let it be this one. Ditch the peeler, ditch the knife. The best tool for peeling ginger is just a regular old spoon. Seriously. It gets into all those little nooks and crannies, takes off just the thin skin, and you waste almost none of the good stuff underneath. It's a total game changer.
You've seen those pricey little wellness shots at the store, right? Well, forget about them. Here's how you can make a version at home that's fresher, way more potent, and costs a fraction of the price, all in about 5 minutes. The key is to drink it right away, preferably on an empty stomach so your body can absorb all those amazing nutrients. Now, if you want something that's going to last a little longer, this ginger syrup is absolutely fantastic. You can stir it into hot water for a quick tea, drizzle it on yogurt, or just take a spoonful to soothe a scratchy throat. It also makes for a really thoughtful homemade gift.
And please don't let that beautiful ginger root just shrivel up in your fridge. The best way to store it is unpeeled right in the crisper drawer. And if you have a big piece and you don't think you'll use it all in a few weeks, just toss the whole thing in the freezer. You can grate it straight from frozen, no thawing needed.
So you're probably wondering, how much do I actually need to be using to get these benefits? Well, the sweet spot is right around 1 to 3 grams of fresh ginger a day. To put that in perspective, that's about a 1-inch piece of the root, maybe the size of the top of your thumb. It's incredible how much power is packed into such a tiny amount.
All right, we've gone through the why, the what, and the how. We've covered the science, the flavor, and all the practical tips. Now for just a final thought on how to make ginger your go-to health partner, safely and effectively.
Now, ginger is amazing, but like with anything, it's super important to be smart about it. For most people, it's perfectly safe, but more isn't always better. And if you have any of these specific health conditions or you're on certain medications, it's always a good idea to have a quick chat with your doctor first.
And honestly, this is the most important takeaway of all. The real magic of ginger doesn't come from taking a huge amount once in a while when you feel sick. It comes from the small, consistent habits. That daily cup of tea, that little power shot in the morning, that's what builds long-term wellness. It's all about consistency over quantity. So I'm going to leave you with this one question. With everything we've talked about, what's the one simple thing you're going to do this week to bring a little more ginger into your life? Maybe it's just trying that spoon trick or making your first ginger tea. The first step is always the smallest, and now you have a whole toolkit to get you started.
True healing often begins with what the Creator placed in the soil. Use Phyto Remedies with patience, respect, and consistency. If this helped you, like, share, and subscribe for more plant-powered wisdom. Leave your questions or experiences below. Stay rooted, stay well, and keep growing naturally.